Are we supposed to be partaking in the 4th of July? I just want to go ahead and put it out there on the table right now. As so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, are we supposed to be partaking in our destruction?
Right.
Let's see what the Lord says.
Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Hey, you gotta read that
Read it
again
again.
because I thought this was a Christian nation.
Right.
Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
So I know it's a whole bunch of people having pleasure in the 4th of July. I see fireworks been going off for the last week.
Right.
Go ahead.
But remember, they shall not go unpunished.
Wait a minute. I thought our people always trying to save the same people that oppress them.
Right.
Read that again.
But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave.
Hey, that's some heavy stuff right there. The Lord, that means the Lord is going to avenge the things that happen to his people.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Less heavy. So, what you're saying is we ain't supposed to enjoy the same thing that sin is taking part of. And we know today, if Americans, so-called Americans, Europeans, Edomites, what the Bible calls them, if it's one day they take pride in, it is July 4th. They can't wait. They had a parades, they had a picnics, they had a barbecues, and a lot of y'all don't understand the significance behind it. This is truly their celebration of freedom from what? From the British.
Right.
It was not about slavery. It wasn't about the Mason-Dixon line. No. They were tired of being taxed from their oppressors, the so-called British man. They didn't want their rights taken from them, so what do? They rebelled against them. And that's why what? When they ruled over us, they said, hey, we're going to make sure they don't never, ever, ever have the same playing field and the same rights that we do as a people. So, let's go further into this thing, Cap. What you got, Matthew 15 and 3?
Yeah, but I just want to touch a little bit on that 4th of July. Let's go to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel right quick. Because we got to show our people that the 4th of July, it is in the Bible. What you said about the independence that they gained from their own brethren, right, is in the Bible. Let's go to Daniel 7 and 7. We're going to read verses 7 and 8.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. I consider.
Wait a minute. So now that beast, you got to understand how the Lord brings things out. Give me that in Hosea 12 and 10 right quick. And then we're going to get, what's that, Ecclesiastes 3:18? Yep. We're going to show you who the beast is. Okay, we're going to show you who the beast is. Was that Godzilla? You know, for those of y'all that remember back in the day with the Japanese movies of Godzilla, we used to go down to the theater, right? Is that what it's talking about? Let's see.
Hosea chapter 12 and verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes. Go ahead. By the ministry of the prophets.
All right, so now from there, let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 3 and 18.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 18. I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
They themselves are what?
Are beasts.
So the sons of men, God says, are beasts.
Right.
Because who are we? We are the sons of God.
There we go.
So he's talking about the sons of men. Now let's go back. Daniel 7 and 7. So that fourth beast is men. That's talking about Rome.
Hey, Cap. And also, when you read in the book of Revelation and it speaks about beasts, guess what? Those are talking about men. Those are talking about nations as well. A lot of y'all ain't never understood nothing that you're reading. All of these things that we read about, these prophecies that Daniel broke down, that John broke down, this is talking about men. It's talking about nations. It's talking about men. That's why everybody speaks about World War III. You think it ain't talking about? That's what it's talking about. Go ahead, Cap.
All right, let's read verse 8.
Yes, sir. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots.
So it says 3. Here in America, who did America have to fight to get their freedom? They fought the French, right? The French-American War, right? To get that land that Louisiana purchased, right? The Spanish, right? That's how they got Florida. And the British in 1776.
There you go.
Ahead,
So you're telling me that the Bible's talking about how America was formed?
The Bible
is that what you're showing me?
How America is formed.
Wow. This book, telling y'all keep sleeping on the Bible if you want to. There's a reason why they trying to outlaw this thing. This is the book of, give me Isaiah 34:16 real quick. This book, it shows you everybody's history. It's our book. It's the Israelites' book. Make no mistake about it. Let's prove that real quick. Psalms 147:19. But it prophesies about all nations and all peoples. Understand that. Read that. Psalms 147, verse 19.
Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He what?
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
That's why we able to break down the understanding of this Bible. Ain't your pastor can't do it. Joel Osteen can't do it. What's his name? Ray Higgins? What's the white dude's name?
John Hayes.
John, whatever. They can't break down the prophecies that's in the Bible. Because they don't keep the commandments of God. Read it again.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Unto who?
Unto Israel.
He gave that unto the Israelites. Read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Hold on. He gave it to everybody.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
God ain't dealt with no other nation like he did with us. Read.
And as for his judgments.
And as for his judgments, read.
They have not known them.
They have not known them. What do we mean by that? Because everybody loves to say, everybody's went through slavery. Everybody. Show me. I'm talking to my brother right. He said there's 60 different slave dungeons throughout Africa. That's the ones we know about.
Right.
Over 100 million transported to over 40 different countries.
Damn.
Language, identity, and culture taken. When did that happen to any other nation? Last I checked, the Irish still know they Irish. The Dutch still know they Dutch. The Europeans still know they European. The Arab man still know he Arab. So what slavery did they go to that can relate to what we went through? And what nation of people is still in the land where they were slaves at?
Right.
You cannot find them. The white man, the so-called Jewish man, he ain't a Jew. Is he still in Germany next to the oven that burned his people up? No! But Negroes still live down the street from the plantation where their forefathers come from.
Right.
That's letting you know, guess what? It's something spiritual about this captivity that we in.
That's right.
God is the only one that's going to deliver us out. Ain't no United Nations coming to help us. The United Nations ain't gonna come and put out all the fireworks and say, hey, what are y'all still doing here? We gotta take y'all back.
Hey, you know, just a couple of days ago, they had a presidential debate, and they had a whole section on what to do about the black people.
Right.
About 30 minutes, they was
30 minutes.
What we gonna do about these black people?
Right.
But they didn't say Americans.
I think it was you. That was you that
The
said
black people.
You said we still in our father's basement. Is that what you said? That? Somebody said that. So now they're trying to debate what to do with us. They don't know what to do.
Debating what to do with us today.
Right, because they can't give us, like I told you, they will never give you the autonomy that they have, or the true equality or equity, as they call it. They'll never put us on an even playing field because they'll be done for. They would be done for immediately. Right. And also, this ain't our land. So it is what it is. What I had you read?
You have me hold on.
Isaiah 34:16. Read it.
Isaiah chapter 34 verse 16.
And I'm going that because Cap was in Daniel and he was showing the prophecy of America. Showing you how America became who they are with the prophecies that Daniel wrote thousands of years ago. Before America was on the earth, he said he was going to defeat 3 different empires. The French, the Spanish, and the British. Read.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail.
Not one of these prophecies is going to fail. We read slave ships. It happened. We read about the 3 empires. It happened. We read about how the dragon was going to be wroth. It happened. We're reading about World War III. Guess what is going to happen? But you know what also is in this Bible that's not going to fail? The black man's deliverance is in the Bible as well.
Right.
The black Messiah is in the Bible as well. And guess what? God says it is not going to fail. That's why we hold fast to the scriptures.
That's beautiful right there.
It is. That's the true gospel. That is the true gospel of the Bible. And guess what? It ain't talking about no celebrating no 4th of July. Ain't nowhere in the Bible where it speaks about it.
The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on I.U.I.C. TV. That's right, I said on I.U.I.C. TV.
Do you know history?
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
Dance for time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine.
Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want to me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a wildlife. I swear
It's about that. Go back. Go ahead, Captain. Daniel 7. Finish that out.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots.
So like Cap was bringing out, that little horn is America. Remember, America is one of the newest countries on the face of the earth. The America came out of other countries. It ain't even been around 400 years yet. 1776. You think, and guess what? You got Negroes that say the earth been around millions of years.
All right.
Millions of years. Okay, so America ain't been around too long. So you think it's gonna last forever? If the earth been here 268 million years, how long is America gonna last, Negro? Because where are these dynasties that was here millions of years ago? If the ones that was just here 400 years ago ain't ruling, how long do you think America got?
Right.
You saw the Spanish Empire, done. You saw the Aztec empires, all of them, done. You saw the Roman Empire, done. The Grecian Empire, done. The Babylonian Empire, done. The Assyrians, the Egyptians, they all came to naught. So guess what's going to happen to America? America will fall as well. Make no mistakes about it, thus saith the Lord. Go ahead, go back to that, Dan.
Plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man.
Because they have wisdom. This is the wisest.
Right.
What the scriptures say? That this man is wiser than Daniel?
Yep, Ezekiel 28. We get that real quick.
Because you look at all the technological advances that have come upon the earth under this man, right?
Yep.
And he uses this to put himself in the seat of God.
There you go.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
It says there's no secret they can hide from you. But they couldn't find no weapons of mass destruction.
Because they planted that. They planted that idea. Hey, but Cap, when it says that thou art wiser than Daniel, and it says they got the eyes of a man. When you look at America, and this is how you know that Babylon is America.
Right, right.
The cell phone was created here.
Was created here.
The television was created here. Radio was created here. Wi-Fi, cars, airplanes, all the modern innovations was created here. This is Babylon the Great. Make no, it ain't Rome.
Hey,
It ain't no country but America. Go ahead.
Cap, you're right, because this man can take a severed arm and put it back on.
There you go. He can give you a pig heart to give you another month to live.
Damn.
If you black, you might get too much. But they'll get a white man. They give him the correct heart. But this man says he is wiser than Daniel. Nuclear bombs were created here. All the machine gun created here.
Right.
All of the inventions that make the world what it is today. All the companies of the earth. McDonald's, global. Apple, global. Facebook, global. Social media, movies, everything created right here. This is Babylon the Great.
It talks about the treasures in it.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 28 and verse 4. With thy wisdom.
With what?
With thy wisdom.
With thy wisdom, thine inventions, thine technology, thine innovations. Read.
And with thine understanding.
And with thine understanding, who he got from what? From the devil himself. How does a man show you an image of something on the other side of the earth?
Right.
How do you measure how far you need to get to the moon? How can you do that? You are dealing with the devil. That's the only way. Ain't no natural man able to do that. Read it again.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches.
You see that? With that understanding, they have gotten riches with that understanding.
Hey, Cap, think about something that we take for granted, right? Like an Apple AirTag.
Right.
You know, how you can follow, so you can track somebody. That's the type of technology he has. And he's gotten rich off of that.
Right. Hey, go to Obadiah real quick. Because a lot of y'all saying, that ain't the white man. That ain't the white man. Okay, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you what God said out of the Bible. Because you may say, that's talking about Tyrus. That is just an analogy for Esau. But I'm going to clear it up. Obadiah 1:1.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Obadiah.
Read.
Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Hold on. Concerning who?
Concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom. Esau. All historians know that Esau is the birth of who? The Romans. And the Romans became who? Your so-called Europeans, your British. Those are your so-called white men. Read.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Read.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Read.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
America, the so-called white man, is a small nation when you really look at the grand scheme of things. They try to paint us as the minority, right? I want you to think about this. You got the Hispanics, you got the Native Americans, you got the so-called blacks, you got all these different nationalities, but they split us up.
Right.
God says that all of us are the children of Israel. When you put us together, compared to the so-called European nations, they are small. Even in the land today, they are surrounded by what? All Arab countries.
Right.
And so-called in the Hamitic countries as well. They're small amongst the heathen. Read.
Thou art greatly despised.
Thou what?
Thou art greatly despised.
That's why when you leave America, what? Everybody's burning American flags. They mad at America. Read.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Who's more prideful than the so-called white man? Nobody on the earth is more prideful. Read.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
They do what?
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
These are your original caveman, mountain dwellers. It's called what? The Caucasus Mountains is where they come from.
And you know what's funny about that? They know, you know how you say art, a lot of times art imitates life, right?
Yep.
You remember like there were some Geico commercials. It was like so easy even a caveman can do it.
There you go.
You remember that?
There you
They're
go.
putting it right in our
Put it right
face,
in front.
man.
The Caucasus Mountain or Petra. Mount Petra is where they come from. That is where the origin of these people. Read.
Whose habitation is high.
Their habitation is high. That's why even today, their modern day architecture models what they like.
Right.
What did they build? How do they build? They build vertically. Skyscrapers. So it mimics what? Those mountains with little holes out. That is how they build today. Read.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
They say, who's going to bring us down? We got all types of military and technological force that nobody else can fool with us. Read.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Hold on, what did God say do?
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
America took on the same emblem as the Romans, as the Spanish, as the British, and now America has taken on what? The eagle, the eagle, the eagle. Read it again.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
As the eagle. That is America. Read.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Hold on, what have they done?
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
How did America set their nest among the stars? It's 1969, correct?
Yeah.
1969, they planted the American flag on the moon. And what did they say? The eagle has landed. That's what they said. You know why? Because they prideful. They leave you clues of who they are. You can't make this stuff up. I didn't make this up. That happened. They said the eagle landed on the moon. Read that verse again.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down.
So though thou set thy nest among the stars. How else do they set their nest among the stars? They're satellites. They're satellites. All air stations, all of these different things are attributes.
The space station, yep.
The space stations of Esau. The Bible calls them Esau. Read.
If these came to thee.
So, go back. What was we at? What was you reading?
Daniel.
Yeah, go back to Daniel.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8.
And just so if you listen in, if you want to call in, call in. I want to hear somebody tell me that they ain't Esau. If they ain't Esau, you show me who is. Show me who can line up and match these prophecies that we going over right now.
If black people supposed to be celebrating 4th of July, somebody call me up and tell me and show me where.
There you go. So right now we're showing you the origins and the prophecies that align with the European man. Because guess what? If we show you that this is his lineage, then why are you celebrating his independence?
Right.
So pay attention. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
It says in a mouth speaking great things. Because he's got a lot of worldly wisdom here. But I want you to jump down to verse 25. Let's see what kind of great things he would be speaking.
Verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
That's what he's doing. He's speaking against our God. He puts himself up as God, right? Look at his movies. The 10 Commandments.
Right. Yep.
What did he do? He put his own image up. Look at Christmas, right? The Christmas songs start about 2 months before Christmas. You go in the stores, and what color is Jesus? What color are the angels?
Yep.
He's speaking great things against the Most High. Go ahead.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Now, you know what? Get Psalms 148:14, because a lot of our people don't know who the saints are. They think anybody that accepts Jesus in their heart is the saints.
No.
We got to give you the biblical understanding of who the saints are.
Right.
Psalms chapter 148 and verse 14. He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel.
That even means indeed the children of Israel are the saints. Let's go back, because he would wear us out. How? In slavery.
Right.
Go ahead.
Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
So he would think to change times and laws. And when it says, and they shall be given, that's those saints, given into his hands to rule over them. And now you got the saints celebrating 4th of July.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And